All right. Welcome back to You and I Game, and I am your boy Michael, and we have Judge Sim. We're back at it. Haven't played it in a couple of days, but as you know, I am the law. I am the judge, executioner, giving out all the good stuff. And with that being said, let's get back into it. Week 17, I did 51 cases. My mental health is at 65. You all know my wife, Lulu, my son, BJ, my daughter, Nikita, my cat, Brownie. Brownie. Got a new horse. Can't ride him, but he's there. And I got a big scratch post. But I got 2,000 in the wallet. Let's get this going. Week 18, case 1. All right. Open this up. Let's see if we can get this quick. That was quick. All right. Evidence. The emails the defendants are talking about. Hi, Marvin. As the Ministry of the Interior, we will offer you a special strategic partnership for the benefit of you and your company. Should you refuse, I must remind you that we will sink the value of your company's shares overnight and destroy your company. And that is from MLR Redro to Lucia M. Redro. Anyway, and then it's from Redro to Zanter. Hello, Mr. Zanter. This is the leader of the mafia. Okay, so he say he's the mafia here, not up here. But anywho, I would make you some offers. You may be wondering why the previous holder of your position is no longer alive. It's because he refused our offer. Therefore, I suggest you make your decision carefully, thinking especially about your daughter, Maya, however you want to pronounce it, will make the process much simpler. I want you to know that we watch her every day as she leaves for school. So they're pedophiles also. Okay. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Let's see what we got here. Marvin, female, 42. No criminal record, everything else good. Bid Regan. In recent months, following the suspicious assassination of the CEOs of Norvac and Glenmore, Marvin and Zanter were appointed as their replacements. Shortly after both companies transitioned to new management, 2 major government tenders were awarded to these companies with bids far below market value, and it was determined that they attained both tenders through irregular means. Okay. The purchase figures listed in these tenders are well below market rates. As a result, investigations have been opened into the companies, and the newly appointed CEOs have been detained. Marvin, when I took office, the pressure from the company was extremely heavy. The board of directors expected fast results. One morning, I received an email from the ministry. The email stated that the state was seeking a strategic partner for certain projects, and that awarding the tender to our company would be mutually beneficial. The email was official and also contained very serious threats if I refused. Zanter, I hadn't even been 40 hours. It hadn't even been 40 hours since I took the CEO seat when someone who claimed to be a mafia boss contacted me. In the first message, he reminded me of what happened to the previous CEO and suggested that I act in accordance to avoid the same fate. He even knew the names of my family and my daughter's school. He directly threatened me. The mafia leader only requested from me was that our company apply for a specific government tender. Since the applications was legal, I initially thought it was just an intimidation tactic, but the possibility of harm coming to my family frightened me. second. All right. That being said, they have been charged with bid rigging. Neither one of them got a criminal history. They're saying, I thought there would be more evidence there. No digital evidence. All right, let's talk. Why do you rely on such a risky tender and get involved, Marvin? Your Honor, the formality of the message misled me, and in the face of threats to destroy the company within the message, I was subjected to immense pressure by the board of directors. I had no other choice. Do you have even the slightest guess about who sent the tender? I'm not certain it was authentic. I'm not certain of its authenticity, but the tone of the message seemed to come from someone high-ranking. It felt like it was directly from the minister himself. He provided me with a lot of information and details related to the ministry. Why didn't you immediately contact the police regarding the threats made against you and your family's enter? I was forced to remain silent to protect my family. I could not put their lives at risk. Okay, from the email. I'll just see something real quick. What is bid rigging? I wonder where that falls at. I ain't never heard that before. I'm trying to see what that. I ain't trying to see bid rigging. Okay. Honestly, I believe you both. Hold on one second. Just want to make sure. I believe you both are telling me the truth. So, help me God, not guilty. And you, Mr. Zenter, not guilty. Let's see how that worked out. All right, that's what's up. Oh Lord, not you again. What you want, woman? Okay, I guess she don't want nothing. Well, before she wants something, I'm about to go outside. Where I'm at. How much is a whiskey? 3,800. I ain't even got enough. What you want? Guess the gang freezing. You know, she ain't want nothing. She ain't want nothing. Just get on my nerves, just like a woman. All right, let's see what we got here. Document stating that the media company Jupiter unilaterally terminated its contract with Mary Winston. The dialogue between the host and Josh Daniel during broadcasts he participated in. Reporter, your divorce from Mary Winston was widely discussed in the tabloids. What do you like to say? Living with Mary was not easy. Once I started living with her, I realized she was a very different person. Don't they all be? Why would living with Mary be difficult? You wouldn't believe this if I told you, but one night I caught Mary having sexual intercourse with our... Did I read that right? With our dog at home, and at times she also drank her own... Oh, she freaky. Okay. I guess the divorce was the right decision, Daniel. Yes, people understand me now. Oh wow, that was okay. The lawsuit filed by the famous actress Mary against her ex-husband, the well-known actor Josh. The parties went their separate ways approximately 3 months ago following a prolonged and continuous divorce case. It has been alleged that throughout the divorce, Josh deliberately damaged Mary Winston's career by public image. The plaintiff, Mara Winters, is seeking. Who the heck is Mara? Okay. 20 million in compensation, stating that due to this manipulation, both her job offers were canceled and she suffered income loss because of the negative public image created. Mary, I cannot fail to see that this process caused me the most severe professional damage of my career. While our divorce case was ongoing, my ex-husband Josh repeatedly appeared on live broadcasts and tried to portray me negatively to the public using unfair and distorted statements. Although I chose not to make any statements, what he said in each broadcast unsettled my business partners, and 2 major film contracts were unilaterally canceled. I butchered that word. The income I would have earned during this period was around $20 million. I am seeking compensation for all material and moral losses. Josh said, our divorce was a mutual decision. However, Mary is blaming me for the cost of the separation. What was most exhausting for me was having to pay the price for her personal anger while my career was approaching its peak. I simply expressed the difficulties we experienced in our marriage sincerely. I was not pursuing manipulation as she claimed. I also lost projects during that period, but I did not blame Mary for it. The sole reason for this lawsuit is financial expectation. I absolutely do not accept the requested amount. Alright, I guess it's a game mess up, Mara, and we're gonna look past that real quick. Let's talk. Miss Winston, what would you like to say? Your Honor, I did not participate in any interviews during our divorce process, but Josh appeared on live broadcasts at every opportunity and portrayed me negatively to my audience. Even my fans sent me these videos. He carried out a one-sided smear campaign. Well, you should open your mouth. Mr. Daniel, what is your defense in the matter? What they said is incorrect, Your Honor. I just explained to people why I broke up, but I never intended to defame her. Mary, by profession, loves to exaggerate and dramatize everything. It wasn't because of me her career was harmed, because people got to know Mary more closely during this process. Well, I mean, come on, man. You said she had sex with a dog now. Come on now, you should take that one to the grave. Come on now. So, with that remark in itself, without any proof, I think that is at least 10, 15, maybe $20. But I say Mary Winston was found to be in the right, and it was decided that $20 million be paid by Josh. That's my decision, and I stand by it. You can't go around talking about peeping dogs now. I can't even say that anymore on my channel. What you want, woman? Good. She don't want nothing. Let's end this day before she come to her senses. All right, what we got here? Let's see. That's not it. I had it right there. What we got? Assault report. Heaven wound in the head area due to hard impact. Okay, this is the DNA. Okay. You know, every time I see this DNA, I don't even know what they're talking about. Anywho, let's see what they're talking. Kill. 34 mil, no criminal record, everything was good. And we got Torin, criminal record, everything else is good. Rape and beating. Heaven called a taxi to go home after leaving the Night Wave nightclub. Although she had consumed some alcohol, she was conscious and fell asleep in the vehicle after sharing her address with the taxi driver. When she woke up and saw that the taxi was waiting in a forested area, she immediately wanted to get out of the vehicle and run away. However, the taxi driver, who quickly followed her, struck her from behind with an object, knocking her unconscious. When she woke up, she found herself in blood, realized she had been assaulted, and hitchhiked her way to the police station. During the search, the license plate of the taxi that Heaven was riding in was checked. It was found that the owner of the taxi was Torin, who was subsequently, whatever the word, he was arrested. Heaven, the night of the incident, I was feeling really bad, really down. I had an argument with my coworkers, so I went out to have a drink. I had a little alcohol at the club, and when I got in the club and then got into a taxi to go home, it was late that night, and I must have fallen asleep in the car. When I woke up, the vehicle was in a remote area surrounded by trees. I immediately panicked and wanted to escape, so I opened the door and ran. He quickly followed me, and I don't remember anything after that. I couldn't clearly see the taxi driver's face, but because it was dark, my phone also ran out of battery, so I had to hitchhike. I don't know what you're talking about. I was at my cousin's house that day. The taxi may be under my name, but I gave the car to my friend who wanted to work that day. His name is Kill. I knew that sly guy had a weakness for women, but I never expected this. Following the statement, Kill was arrested. Yes, I was using the taxi that day of the incident, but I drove it in the morning before evening. I gave it back to Marcel. I hate using the taxi when it's dark. All the troublesome people get into my car. At that time, I drove the taxi in the morning, and in the evening, I was watching a movie. Come on now, y'all lying. Okay, let's see. Let me see something. Okay. Trying to see something. I'm a little lost on this one. So, hold on one second. We got this. Green, yellow, red, blue. All right, let's see what y'all got to say. Your friend says you drove the taxi during the day and returned it to you in the evening. What do you say about that? This is a lie. He gave me the car the next morning. Was a taxi with Marcel Turin the night of the incident? I swear to you, yes, Your Honor. I returned the car before evening. After that, I don't know what he got into. So, it's a way to read this DNA, but I'm all off. If you know how, let me know in the comments, because I need some help here. Green, yellow, red, blue. got a 50-50 chance to have the right person. I have no idea. Blue, yellow, red. All right, let's just take a guess. Let's just take a guess. I believe you did it. So, oh, I gotta go back. Let me check something real quick. What is the charge again? Rape and beating. Rape and beating. So you aggravated. So let's see. Rape and beating. Rape, 24 years. And rape and beating, 28 years. Let's see. If not, we'll come back and do it again. 28 years. Come on now. Guilty. 28 years. Since I can't tell, gonna have to let you go, my boy. 3,600. I want to know what I did. Did I get it right? Look like your boy got that right. Look like your boy smooth, like I got that right. All right. I'm gonna withdraw that 600. Give me money. Give me my money. Yay. Now she won't act like she got some sense. Your wife says she want to travel abroad on your wedding anniversary. The price is here. Do you accept? No. No. Corruption. An arrest warrant has been issued for the former Interior Minister. The minister has not been caught yet. All right. Week 19, case 1. Let's see what we got here. There is a digital evidence in this case. That's it. Let's see. Colin would not leave this hearing without being convicted today. If you can't make that happen, we'll make his children pay for the punishment. Think carefully and decide, Judge. Ain't my children. Let's see what that digital evidence is. Surveillance footage from the Hip Star shopping mall on the day and time of the murder. Colin and Milana. So they right there. Suck it now. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna show my age a little bit. Let's see what we got. Colin, 53, male, no criminal record, everything good. Charges murder. Hugo Cage was found dead a few days ago in a swampy area near Colin's house. During the investigation, it was revealed that Hugo had an emotional relationship with Colin's daughter, Milana. Colin did not want his daughter to continue this relationship and warned the party to the end of it. Warned the other party to the end of it, to end it. Okay, dang. Oh, I get it out. The autopsy revealed 4 bullets fragments in Hugo's body. It was determined that the cause of death was due to a gunshot wound. Phone records belonging to Hugo revealed that threatening messages were sent by Colin. As a result, suspicion were detected at the suspect, who was apprehended in his car and taken into custody. Colin, when I learned that my daughter was involved with Hugo, I naturally became worried. I've known him since childhood, and he's always been a troublemaker and a rebellious person. He had been involved in many incidents in the past, and I thought he could be dangerous. Yes, I sent him some harsh messages, but my only goal was to protect my daughter. I found out about Hugo's death from the news. I have nothing to do with the incident. My relationship with Hugo was new but strong. At first, my father took it calmly, but when he found out who my boyfriend was, he reacted. He asked me to break up with him, but I couldn't. When I heard about his death, my world turned upside down. I can never believe my father would do something like this. All right. Let him talk. Where were you at the time and date of the incident? Your Honor, the evening of the incident occurred, I went shopping with my daughter at the Hip Star shopping mall. So did you send threatening messages to Hugo? Yes, I sent it. It wasn't anything serious, just meant to scare him into separating from my daughter. So why did you think Hugo was a dangerous person? He grew up in the area. I saw that he had been involved in many fights since childhood, carried sharp objects, and frequently had problems with the police. He was definitely someone you wouldn't want near your child. Do you confirm what your father said? Yes, Hugo sometimes hung out with the wrong people and came from a troubled family, but I think deep down he was a good person. Do you think your father could have committed this murder? What? Never. My father might be overprotective, but he's never a murderer. That's right. Have your father back now. All right. Due to the evidence, there ain't no evidence showing he did it, so I gotta let your boy free. You know, I gotta let him go. So with that being said, hold on one second. With that being said, Mr. Colin, you're a free man. All right. That's good. I'm gonna go out and play a couple hands, a blackjack. Let's see if I can win some money. 25. 2 and 3. Gotta take a card. Gotta take one more. God. All right. Give me a 10. I'm gonna stay with 18. 17. Get my money back. All right. Let's get profit right here. Let's win. There we go. Come on now. All right. That's it. I'm stingy, boy. You ain't gonna take my money. Even in a video game, I'm stingy. Week 19, case 2. Let's see what we got. All right, let's see what kind of evidence they got. Evidence: the mutual message dialogue between Nathan Brooks and the donating follower. Green, hello. Am I speaking with Nathan? Yes, it's mine. How did you find my number? Don't worry about that part. I have a good offer for you. What kind of offer? I will make large donations to your streams. You will then transfer back to me the percentage of the donation we have agreed on. That way, we both make serious money. Is this really safe? Don't worry. Think simple. You're just sending the money back. I'll take care of the rest. Let's meet face to face. We'll see. Great. I can't wait to see you. The donation receipt sent to Nathan. Transaction was repeated 55 times, 7,000. A portion of the donation received into the bank account belonging to Nathan was repeatedly sent back to the same individual, 2,000. So he kept 5 and sent 2. Nathan, no criminal record, everything else, money laundering. In the recent months, Nathan Brooks, known by the nickname B-Butt, your mama should have called you something, no, who broadcasts on the Stream Hub platform, received consecutive high-value donations from a single user during a live stream. The repetition of donation amounts within a short period and the fact that similar cases have previously been associated with money laundering attracted the attention of other streamers, and the matter was reported to the platform management. I see that's a case of mind your own business. In the bank's investigation, it was observed that the donating user had previously made sudden and regular payments to similar amounts. This raised the bank's suspicion. The bank's cybersecurity unit, by tracking the user identity, determined that the transactions could be linked to payments initially sent back to Nathan. Following this, Nathan was taken into custody and his statement was taken. I am an ordinary streamer doing my job. I play games and chat during my streams. Anyone who follows me can send donations. Why should it be a crime for someone to like and support me? It's not possible for me to know the details of the donation sent. Investigating the source of this money is not my responsibility. I simply do my streams and people support as they wish. Alright. That sounds all good and dandy, and that sounds right. But here's the catch. Here's the catch. You sent the money back. That is the catch. That's what got you. Money laundering, okay? Let's see what he got to say. Didn't you wonder about the source of the money in exchange for receiving such large donations? Your Honor, these numbers are not things within my control. You didn't know the donations were made with stolen cards back then, did you? No, how could I know the source of a donation made to me via the internet? So you return a certain percentage of donations you receive to the same user. Is this something a streamer would typically do? I think I must have accidentally given an automatic payment instruction. It wasn't intentional. You think I'm stupid, my boy. I got something for you. Hold on. I got something for you. No, it's not in there. Not money. Not in there. Let me see. Where is that at? Here we go. 6 years, $50,000 fine. That sound about right. Is that right? Sound about right. $6 years, 50,000. 50,000. That's what you got. Since you want to act stupid. I got you. I'll help you remember. I'll help you. That's right. All right. Let's go back out one more time. I'm feeling like a winner. Straight 50. All right now. 18. That's what's up. One more hand. All right. 19. Come on now. 10. I knew it was too good to be true. One more car. Talk. You know what? Let's go big or go. Let's go big or go home. How much I got? Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. All right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Go home. Week 19, case 3. Let's see what we got. As a result of the DNA report, it has been proven that the child does not belong to, okay, the child DNA. His DNA. I don't know what the. So the child don't belong to him. So who you been cheating with? Claim that the child born to his ex-wife Melissa is his biological child. Aliski Kolovel, I don't know. Aliski, we gonna call him Aliski, and Melissa were unable to have children during their marriage. 7 months after the divorce, Melissa gave birth. The plaintiff, Aliski, believes the child was conceived while their marriage was still going and therefore thinks he is the biological father. The defendant, Madeline, claims, it's totally different. Madeline claims that the child's father is currently Erwin Richard, whom she is living. Only a few months had passed since our divorce. I learned that my ex-wife had given birth naturally. It is obviously that the child was conceived during our marriage. I do not believe she cheated on me. All I want is to be officially recognized as the father of the child. Boy, you just one dumb. But that daggone thing just say that he wasn't as a result of the DNA report, it has been proven that the child does not belong. Okay, so what in the world wrong with your boy? What would you like to say regarding this matter? Aliski is not my child's father. I have no doubt about this. Please leave us alone. Who you talking to? Who you think you talking to? Who she talking to? She ain't talking to me. Anyway, during the marriage, was there ever a moment when you thought your spouse was cheating on you? Never. Melissa would never do this to me. That's why I wanted this to be clarified. Boy, I don't know what your problem is. But it shows that you are not the father. It was decided the child be registered under. No, it was decided to reject the request. It said it wants your child, boy. What's wrong with you? You better go live your life. Go live your good life. Leave that lady alone. Let her man raise that child. But anyway, it's time. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Give me my money. 800. Yay. All right. Let's end this day. What y'all got to say? Danica is our leader, and today he will be acquitted. If he is convicted, a heavy penalty will be waiting for you at the end of the day. We expect you to be a compliant judge and follow our instructions. Sound like a threat. That's what that sounds like. That sounds like a threat. You're not going to threaten me now. There we go. What was seized after the operation? cash and jewelry valued at $750,000. Gaming machines and chips, many pistols and shotguns. I don't see no shotguns. Dang. He has no criminal record, and he is not of this nation. Tax evasion, organized illegal gambling activities. Following and his name is Tanaka, 56 male. Following an anonymous tip received about 2 months ago, the police placed a small electronic shop called Lotus Appliances located in the back streets of the city center under surveillance. They did all that. They just said it was under surveillance. It was observed for a long time that the establishment, which appeared to be an ordinary repair shop during the day, organized high-stakes private games behind closed shutters at night. On the night of the operation, teams raided the back section of the shop and took the business owner, Tanaka, into custody. I didn't force anyone to come here. People came to have fun and try their luck a little. Think of hundreds of men who have moved out of this city and lost their jobs. They all saw this place as the only place where they could breathe. The state talks about taxes, but what does it give to those who pay them? Does it take responsibility for the customers knocking on my door at 3 a.m.? I was only managing the money people left behind. If you even consider that a crime, then I have nothing more to say. Well, it's a crime. What was it? Tax evasion, organized illegal gambling. Let's see what you got to say. Running gambling activities in the back room of your shop. The back room you mentioned was a rest area where customers had tea. Most of that money isn't mine. I don't know why people hid their jewelry in that room. They're not mine. Gambling is an art. Clearly, you are lacking this art. So let's not prolong this. Make your decision. Oh, okay. Well, what the law says you're not of this nation, I have to deport you. What I say is, Senor Black. So that being said, what do people say? Go back to your country. Go back to your country. Okay. All right. Send them back. I send them back. Y'all happy now? Y'all happy? All right. So we're going to play until I get paid again. So week 20, case 2. Got it. Wound in the head area due to hard impact. Bone fractured due to impact. What else we got? There is one digital evidence in this case. DNA. Lena and Jeff. All right. See what that digital evidence is. Jeff. Okay, you doing something. Could be taking out trash or running with a book bag. I don't know what he doing, but he on camera. All right, let's see what we got. No criminal record. Everything is good. Jeff Maldonado. Jeff, 52 male. Charge of child abuse, beating, and rape. Dang. Last week, Martha took her 12-year-old daughter, Lena, to the children's park to play. Lena, who disappeared while playing in the park, was reported to the police by her mother when she couldn't be found. Following the police search and security camera review, it was determined that Lena was forcibly abducted by a person named Jeff near the park. As a result of the police raid, Jeff was arrested at his home along with the unconscious Lena. I saw a man with a green coat and hood while playing in the park. It looked very similar to the coat my father wore. I thought it was my father and ran to hug him. He told me, I am your dad's friend. He's waiting at our house. Let's go. I wanted to tell my mom, but he dragged me away. When we arrived at the house, no one was there. I wanted to go back to my mom. I cried. He got very angry and hit me. After that, my head spun and I don't remember what happened. When I came to, I was in a lot of pain. Martha, I haven't been divorced from my wife. Martha, I haven't been divorced from my wife for long. He was using drugs. Oh boy. So I kept my daughter away from him. My daughter was very attached to her father. I tried to be both a mother and father to Lena. Please don't let that disgusting creature live. Look, I am the victim of a misunderstanding. The girl was shouting dad as she was coming to me. When she suddenly hugged me, I thought she was interested in me. I invited her to my house. I couldn't tell her age. She looked older. I didn't intend to harm her. Once she came to my house, she started shouting. I panicked and pushed her. She fell and fainted. How can you think a child who hugged you calling you daddy is an adult? Your Honor, I just relayed what happened. The rest is up to you. The surveillance footage shows you forcefully taking the child. What is your defense? I thought she was joking at the moment. She wanted to come with me. I see. Okay. He ain't got no criminal record, but let's see something. What is he being charged with again? Child abuse, beating, and rape. Now, I might not make it to the end because I'm executing this punk right here. I'm sorry. I'm executing this game character, if that's okay. I ain't even got to look at the rest. Let's hope that everybody else agree with me. 3 and 6. Death be upon you, my boy. Former Interior Minister was caught. Martin Rito was brought to the country and a trial is expected to be in the coming days. Week 20, case 3. And this Martin. And that Martin right there, that Martin. Alright, let's see. Boom. 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 Boom, boom, boom. Information about mafia members and plans for past actions. We got Carl, Keelan. I don't know who this guy is up here. These two look. Marcel and Fred is dead. Jared is dead. I don't know where he at. Those who were raided on Martin Rito's house. 28 million worth of cash, gold, and jewelry. Many unlicensed pistols and rifles. He was ready for war. My boy was ready for war. Got no criminal record. Everything else is good. Martin, 65 mil. Corruption, incitement to murder, taking part in organized criminal activities. It was claimed in the statements of different defendants that Martin was involved in various crimes during his time as Interior Minister. As a result of the investigations, it was determined that Martin used many police officers and intelligence agents to take part in various crimes. In this way, it is claimed that he established the organized crime gang popularly known as the Mafia and carried out its activities. Sometimes my reading, it be a little, it be here and there now, but I'm gonna get it. With the arrest warrants issued for Martin, it was understood that he was abroad and he was caught during the operation and brought back to Banana Republic. I don't know where to start, but I think it's time some things finally come to light. What can I what can a person what can a person do in the face of so much evil? Yes, I ordered the murder of the CEOs of the company because they hadn't accepted our offers. Yes, I was the one who got the cartel arrested and silenced them in prison because they were making my business harder. Stupid Armando blew up the parliament to punish me. He knew there were lawmakers supporting me. He wanted to intimidate them, and it worked. They promised that if I eliminated the prime minister, they would put me in his place. I assigned my most trusted man to the job, but they had him caught. That was when I realized there were people within the organization undermining me. Eventually, they excited the public and removed me from my position as well. So, corruption, incitement to murder, taking on, blah, blah, blah. The MPs you mentioned in your statement, who supported you? Who are they? One of them was already caught at the hotel. I cannot disclose the names of the other. From where you have already confessed your guilt, although there are some inconsistencies. It's not my life that matters. There are still people I love in this life, and I cannot afford to hurt them. Just know that person is from the ruling party. Isn't the man you trusted the most famous police officer who leaves roses? Did you have anything to do with his death? No, even though Jim may have been a psychopath, a sociopath, psychopath, who did this for pleasure, I cared about him, and he was one of the men I trusted. I believe it was the work of Sigmund and others within the organization. You were given a very important task to serve the people, and you abused your position. You betrayed the people, and you know that the punishment for this will be very severe. Do you regret all you done? I have no regrets. This is a banana republic. The reason for corrupt governments is for people without virtue. I have nothing further to say, Your Honor. Okay. At least you're respectful. At least you're respectful. So, let's go back. We gotta count them up. Corruption and incitement to murder. Eight years. Twenty-four. 24. 24. 24. 24, and 34 and 10 million. 34 and 10 million. So my boy getting 34 years and 10 million. Oh, they hit hard, boy. 34 and 10 million. 34 and 10 million. Oh boy, they hit hard. 4,000. That's what I'm talking about. I want to know how my ruling went, though. Did I do good? Did I do good? Did I do good? 5. At 5. That being said, I want to say, give me my money. Give me my money. Yay. All right. Just hit up here for a few minutes just to play this. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope you enjoy everything you've seen. I want to say like, subscribe, follow me, subscribe. With that being said, take care of yourself and each one. Peace.